Who's tired of taking boring old handwritten quizzes without any color at all? Me too. Hey y'all, my name is Kylie Kimberlin, and today I will be showing you how to make a quiz using Google Forms. So, that being said, let's get started, and I'm going to present my presentation. So as you can see, my title page says How to Make a Quiz Using Google Forms by Miss Kimberlin, which is me, and today is October 5th of 2020. So, just to give everyone a little background, throughout this video I will be walking you through step-by-step instructions on how to make a quiz using Google Forms. The point of using Google Forms is to make a visual, engaging, and appealing way for your students to take a quiz, opposed to just boring copies, paper copies. First, we will look over my first slide, which is the title page. I titled mine How to Make a Quiz Using Google Forms. Next, we will discuss the first step of how to make a quiz using Google Forms. You can access Google Forms in several ways, but the way I did it was going throughout my drive, and you can go to your Google Drive and click on New, and then it'll give you an option at the bottom to press Google Forms, and I'll show you how to do that. And then, let's see. So, if you make a new tab and you go to Chrome, I would click these little dots in the right-hand corner, and I would click on Drive, and then in the left-hand corner, I would click on New, and of course it's not going to do it for me while I'm presenting. Love that. There we go. And then you would click on Google Forms, and then it'll bring you to this, which is a quiz within itself, and we are ready to make one at this point. So, I'll show you how to make one, but I'll kind of show you how mine looks as well and kind of adjust from there. So, as I said, you can access Google Forms in several ways. The way that I made mine this evening was logging onto Google Chrome. From there, I went to my Google Drive, and I clicked on New, and then I clicked Google Forms, which is what I just demonstrated for you all. From there, we will then have a page that looks like this, and from here, we are able to select what title we want. So up here is where you'd have a title. So for myself, I would say like the one I made this evening was Shapes and Colors. And then you can add a description for your students. So like today we will be taking a quiz using Google Forms. And then you can add a question, and my favorite part is that you can add visuals to it, and you can make the background look very appealing to the eye. So, with that being said, you can go over here, and I always choose Google Image Search. So I would press that, and I would say clip art of a diamond. Press enter. And this is the one I used for mine earlier. And then you press insert. Maybe. I don't know if it'll let me. There we go. And it takes it a minute, and then you can click on it. And so it's not so big, you can make it smaller or whatever size you want. So for my question, I had, like I said, how many, or can you count how many white diamonds are in the picture below? And then they'll have options. But I'm kind of jumping all over the place, so let me go back to my presentation. And on my second slide, I wrote Google Forms is an incredible resource to use as a teacher. This helpful tool is used by thousands of people every day, maybe even millions to be honest. This tool provides the teacher with a great ability to be creative using their own unique style. However, students also have an awesome time while using it. Using Google Forms to make quizzes for your students is a great way of grabbing their attention and keeping them entertained throughout the quiz. You are able to add images that they may refer to. You can make the quiz multiple choice, free response, short answer, etc. There is a wide variety of ways you may use Google Forms. This will depend on the grade level in which you teach or just a personal preference. So what I love most about Google Forms is that you have all these options. You can add images, you can make it multiple choice, you can change the background so it's appealing to whatever topic the quiz is on, and so forth. So now I have linked my quiz, so we're going to click on it. And this is what I did. So I'm going to press preview. And when we press preview, it allows us to click each answer choice. Okay? So like for this first question, can you count how many white diamonds are in the picture below? Pick the correct answer choice. So I would have my students count how many white diamonds are in there. And the correct answer is 8. Sorry. And then my next question, I inserted another image, and my question says, what 2 shapes are orange in the picture below? And a square and a rectangle? No. A diamond and a circle? No. A triangle and a heart? Yes. And then what shape is inside the letter A, which would be a triangle. And when I go to submit, it says your response has been recorded. But if I want to show, and when I go back to it from my end, it shows me how many responses I have and that everyone got 100% on each question. So you can assess your students and your whole entire classroom when you review the responses, because it'll tell you who all picked the correct answer, which is amazing, because then you know how to reassess your students and what needs to be gone over again. So then if I click on it, let's see, let's go to it again, sorry. Go to it again. There are several things that you can do or switch it up. So let's just go down here, and if I wanted to add another question, I just erase option 5 and I would put another number. So let's put, I'm going to put 7. So there's 7. And then if you want to change it to be, instead of multiple choice, you can change it to be check boxes, which is awesome. If you want to have a question that has more than one correct answer, you can change it to check boxes, and look at that. Isn't that cool? Or you can do paragraph form, and they'll insert a long answer or short answer, whatever you may want your students to do. I prefer the multiple choice just because that's my preference, and I'm aiming towards more of a low grade level. So kindergarten, first grade, that's kind of where I'm going. And even if you have, like, let's say you're teaching pre-K and the kids can't read by themselves, so this is a great tool for you to put in your Google Classroom, and the parents can do it with the children. And so the parents can read the question to them, and then the kid can count how many shapes are in it, or identify the color, whatever it may be, and pick the correct answer. So let's get back to my presentation. Oopsies. And then I just want to thank you guys for watching. I hope that this helped, and I hope that you will all be successful. If you're trying to make one on your own, remember you can always go through the steps of this presentation, and you can kind of just play around with it on your own. That's what I love so much about Google, is it'll save, and you can just kind of mess with it, and that's a great thing as a teacher. And it can be a project for students to do on their own. So if you wanted them to create their own quiz over a topic you've just taught, they could do that and do partner work and quiz their partner. And yeah, so thank you all for watching. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Thanks again. Bye.